Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in primetime, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Levis will look to throw on the first play from scrimmage. That's complete. It's Josh Riley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Hand off to Spears. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. You look at this Steeler defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. The Spears with another carry. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Let's go now.
1st and 10, it's Levis. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll throw it again with Levis. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football?
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling the fact that the ball got turned over.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them down and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points. Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Levis looking to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Levis sets up to throw here. Steps away to his left. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw pulled in by Hopkins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night?
Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Levis. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 3rd and goal, here's Levis. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's good for us, Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Excellent job on the tackle for loss by Harold Landry, shooting into the backfield. The Steelers at 3-4 on the year coming into play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
23 yards to pick up there.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Fighting through, and he's got space.
He's still on his feet.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
at their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that cause you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. Still going inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Spears, 52 yards. And the Titans have got it back to within a score.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. They'll run it with Johnson. And it's a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Pickett now from the gun here.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. 21 yards there on third down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of a 5 at the 6.
81 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Option on the left side. Pickett's going to keep it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenny Pickett. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Right back to Spears.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Here's Levis.
And his throw is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
2nd and 10. Levis back to throw. That one's taken in by Spears.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. Very able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Levis on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. 88 yards rushing for them now to this point.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
Now 2nd and 3. Pickett will look to throw it here. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Pickett going to bootleg it. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 46, here's second down and 8. Now Pickett will look to pass it. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Levis to throw it. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. There he goes left side. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run again with Harris. And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Harris running straight ahead. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's taken on the 25. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw from Levis. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Out of the gun to give to Spears. There he goes, right side. Now inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 145 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Levis. Blitz coming, and down he goes. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack? And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Levis. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Back to throw. Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And here's a give to Spears. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Levis looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Little bootleg here. Levis flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Spears will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Pickett back to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But I'm sure he likes
was his performance a little bit better than last week? He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. In other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
At their 48-yard line.
Get it together. Come on, guys. Let's make a play here. Yeah, let's go. All right, fellas. One more time. Show them what you got. Come on. Show them what you got. Ready?
Now it's 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Titans are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Levis in trouble, down he goes. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here comes 2nd down. Now Levis. Gets it to Burks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Levis.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Pickett.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Go with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Pass complete to Harris.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had 7 days.
So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Loose inside the 30.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. So the first drive here in OT, and a huge run sets them up beautifully.
Remember those days where now you just run out the field goal unit and go ahead and kick it and win the game? Can't do that anymore. But what a great setup to get them in this position. A terrific run gets everything set for the final plays.
Yeah, so like Charles said, inside the 10, a touchdown wins it, remember.
211 yards for him on the ground as this has been a night to remember to this point. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Harris